Welcome everybody, this is the Goldfield Ghost Town in Apache Junction, Arizona. We're showing you a little bit of the stuff that's going on here. It's an old ghost town. There's a train that gives you a ride around. It's part of the old train that used to bring the gold out of the mines. This is a small little town. I'm just going to drive around and show you a little bit of the buildings and stuff that's right here. So enjoy your little trip, and I want to give as much information as I can. They got saloons, hotels, restaurants. They say they got good food.
I can vouch for that.
And you can walk around. You can take the kids for horseback rides. They got people dressed like cowboys. Sometimes they have shows, Western shows. They have shootouts. They got a lot of touristy stuff. So right here is the parking lot. You can't go past. It's kind of an uphill, so make sure you're well prepared to walk around. This is some of the old mining stuff that they have. Through here, there's the sheriff. They got a sheriff. They can throw you in jail too if you misbehave, or sometimes you want to honor your kids. You have the sheriff arrest them, kind of scare them a little bit, but it's not really bad. But this is part of the another old mine. I'm not going around and walking around with a lot of people. It's some of the people you see there, they just happen to come by, because I start going with the camera up there, I might end up getting sued. They got old cars and stuff here, so again, the kids can have some fun. They also got RV places. You can park an RV or camp here. I don't know what to charge or anything. They just started it this year or last year. There wasn't here before. I guess that's the mine to take you down to, so you can see what the mine looks like. There's
the train station.
The train station right there. And that's the cable that used to take the people down to the mines.
They have a church here that you can go to on Sundays. They have church services. They have Jeep tours here. They have a wildlife museum here. You can see the different types of snakes that are in Arizona. They have stores that you can buy souvenirs if you want. The saloon, they have a saloon to where you can eat. There's some of the people that are dressed for possibly a show that was going on here. They do shows. The gun shooters, Goldfield Ghost Riders. They do shows here. Every once in a while they'll have like vendor. They'll open it up and have like cowboy days where vendors come up here and sell their wares that are Western also. You can pretty much get anything that's Western here. Clothing or turquoise. As you see the horses up at the top, that's the saloon. Cowboys ride their horses up here, hitch them to the post, and go into the saloon for a drink or a sandwich or whatever. Goldfield Ghost Town was started back in 1893. And the miners kind of stayed in tents. They didn't have adobe houses up here. Every once in a while you'll see one that was built a brick, but
that was for the owners and the bosses. They had the big buildings. The miners were always on tents, unless they bought their own property off, and then they came up here and they worked. There's a lot of the old equipment they used to use. Now they do have a train ride for families, kids, and everybody can go around. And they got a lot of real good old stuff that the kids can enjoy very much. There's some of the original trains that used to go down into the mine, and there's 3 or 4 different mines up here. There's more than one, but they won't allow you to do it. Some of them are, they put buildings over the top, and some of the buildings and machinery they brought in from other mines so they can make it a little bit more attractive for people to come up. They got a lot of old vehicles for people to see.
Goldfield Ghost Town is on the north side of Goldfield Mountain.
You have to.
You can't go that way.
You have to take old Highway 88 to come up this way, and it's over to your left. It's like 3 to 5 miles out of Apache Junction. I really don't pay too much attention to the miles. Somebody might want to correct me how I'm doing it, but I don't know how many miles it is, but you can't miss it from a distance. You could ask anybody in Apache Junction about the ghost town. They'll tell you exactly where it's at. So this is part of the area that's real touristy. If you can see, it just packed with people, and there's the good old Superstition Mountains. Well, that's the end of our tour, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Hanukkah, holidays, whatever you want to do, you want to call it. We're Christians, so we say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll catch you next time on the road. Signing off.